Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the single running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grabbed over the middle, and Simmons. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's ball. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Unloads quickly. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grab near the marker. It's Hester. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Tell you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn family.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to pass. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. In the red area, it's Cobb. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to slam it in. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And that is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes...
Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Now the play fake. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He's got it on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The RPO, it's complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Alston. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. Quick throw, and he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown in those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds his man. It's Simmons. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last two drives, obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football, and then it comes to that one critical third down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Finishes the run with the slide. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Law. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On first down from their own 22. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the wideout. On third down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball. But he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistle? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
It's a draw. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Rides the back on the option. The give. Gets it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Gets it out quickly.
Turning it on.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Leaves it with the back. Bust through behind his pad. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Makes a grab down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's long. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Oh, a lot of touchdown Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Give to the running back. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
They boot it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Singleton. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. They do get the clock stopped. He gets out of bounds, but going backwards is really not an option at this juncture.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Going to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
1st and 10 for Auburn to start overtime. Calls his own number. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to pass on second down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first here in overtime.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.